Mary Emaase describes herself as a humble Nilotic girl from the small Teso community who was fortunate in her time to have gone to school. Her late father was a primary school teacher and her mother a small-scale farmer. Theirs was a polygamous family. Few of her over 40 siblings made it past primary school.
I did so much to raise my fish. I had to sell fish with my mother, go to Uganda, buy fish, come and sell. At age 16, I was brewing chang'aa. I can brew chang'aa, very good chang'aa. I would do that with my mom and sell, just to raise my fish and my other siblings' fish. And also, apart from that, I come from a village that does pottery. We are blessed with clay within our village. So we would do pots and sell. Sometimes I would not even go to school.
She was fortunate to get admitted to university, and this was the first time she had ever set foot in the big city.
For me, everything was new, and I was so excited. And it took me some time to adjust. You are meeting other students from all over the country, from diverse backgrounds, from well-off families. They had very good clothes to put on. I hardly had any. I would actually buy a material and I would cut it, and I'd never been to any school of training or tailoring or dressmaking, and I would make an outfit for myself using a needle and thread.
She fondly remembers those years as the ones that shaped her to become the person she is today.
I had applied for a job at the Treasury. They had advertised for vacancies for accountant tools. I went for an interview. Later on, I got a letter that I was successful. When I reported, I was posted to the judiciary. So I've worked for the judiciary for the last 18 years, until when I resigned last July to contest for this political position.
But the plunge into politics was soon to be met with resistance.
I was being discriminated against because of my marital status, that I am not married. And again, in my community, if you're not married, it's like you have not managed a family. If you cannot raise a family, how can we trust you as a leader? How can we give you our votes and you're not married? So again, that was a challenge for me, and I convinced them. I told them, look here, I think our culture is very clear when it comes to marriage. And I would go to our function and I call one of the elders and I ask him questions. Do you have daughters? Yes. You have brought up sons and daughters. You have educated your daughters. They are working. No man has come to seduce your daughter. What do you do to your daughter? Do you chase her away?
She's yet another woman in politics who says the gender card is always played against female aspirants in any political race. There were 8 men eyeing the Teso South parliamentary seat, and Mary Emaase was the only female.
All of them were fighting me. So there was a lot of propaganda against me. At one point they would say, she's pregnant, she has aborted. So what example is she showing these girls? To these young girls? What kind of a leader is that? Then another time they would say, they would go to an area I've never been to, and then they would tell people she's a very old woman. Have you seen her? If we know you've not been to that village, they haven't seen you, they say no. This picture you've seen around here, she took when she was very young. She's a very old woman, she can't even reach Nairobi.
Eventually, the mother of one who also shares on the painful loss of her first child made it by garnering majority votes for the Teso South parliamentary seat, but it was a tight race.
It was very tight. I won with 14,200. My next competitor was at 11,900. But he had so many advantages. He had the advantage of the party, because there were those party loyalists who would go there and say 6 piece. They could not vote for anything else. So he had that advantage over me, and then the gender issue. That those men who never changed their minds, who say they cannot vote for a woman. They will not vote for a woman over their dead bodies.
Mary Emaase now says as a woman elected to represent the people of Teso South constituency in parliament, she must work extra hard.
I do not have any single tarmac road in my constituency, not even one. So that is my priority area. The other one is water. Water is very critical to ensure that I have brought water closer to the people and clean drinking water so that we can also eradicate typhoid is so prevalent. So my other key area is education. The level and quality of education is actually very poor. It's not good at all. A lot needs to be done.
Mary Emaase's humble upbringing, a portrayal of how one can go from nothing to something.
You need to pick on the future against the past. Then you need to take advantage of the opportunities that come, because opportunities do not come all the time. You need to focus on those opportunities as opposed to your problems. Do not concentrate on the problems. Only learn from them, just like your past.
Hers is the story of an authentic journey towards becoming the type of leader the people of Teso South needed.